7777. This is where Archangel Raphael and Michael get to come out and play. The Father, wonderful spirit guide energy of 7777 is in this blend. We've got gorgeous, gorgeous botanicals. And you can see this blend is so alive. This is really, I think, physically maybe the most, I don't know, it's hard to say what's the most beautiful of these blends, but the chrysanthemums are so good if you have headaches. They raise your energy level so that you can have new insights. The Egyptian blue lotus opens the crown chakra and allows for divine information to enter. We've got the bright pink dragon fruit, which is super high in vitamin C, but it's also just a very high vibrational fruit. Then we've got beautiful jasmine blossoms, and jasmine blossoms are really anti-anxiety. They're ruled by Mercury. It's a really lovely sort of a mental headspace. The number 7 is basically spiritual awakening, and this blend is really for spiritual harmonization. So it's when you receive the messages from the divine, and then you can just be in that space of epiphany, awe, wonder, and when you've had that awakening that feels so life enforcing. Then we've got the pineapple that really sweetens the blend. We've got oranges, orange peel in this blend that really add that level of heightened citrus. Citrus is a natural antidepressant. It's a natural mood lifter. Then we've got figs, which really symbolize like the sensuality. And then we've got lavender, which is super relaxing. And it's almost like being allowed to lay in the arms of Archangel Michael or Raphael. As a kid, I used to envision, I went to Grace Christian Elementary School, and I would envision the angels sort of, my grandmother had a painting of these 2 little kids walking across a bridge, and this big angel with the big angel wings behind them, protecting them. And I just have always loved that imagery of just knowing anytime I had a nightmare or I was scared, I would just call in Archangel Michael. This tea really is for Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is a protector and a guide and a spiritual mentor who really guides you along the path to remember your divinity while you're in a human body, while you're in human form. So this tea is really vibrant. It's very, dare I say, angelic. It's an angel aid flower frequency tea with all the frequencies of jasmine, chrysanthemum, lotus, lavender, figs. I mean, it's really just a divine formulation. I'm just gonna make this on ice. All you have to do really, if you wanna really up your tea experience, is you can just get flowers that are edible and safe, and you can just put them, I just put these in my little ice cube tray and I froze them last night. It reminds me to remember that not only is the bloom of life happening at all times, we're blooming into this moment, but it also reminds me that there is impermanence too. And 7777 really is about the spiritual moment. It's really about the spiritual harmonization with being present in present moment time. It's not as much about the solidification of a 4 or the journey and the adventure of curiosity of the 5 with that sort of harmonization with the traveling energy. And the 6 is really about like the divine feminine, and the 7 is really about the energy of bringing in the direct messages of the angels and allowing them to show you that there is impermanence on planet Earth, but your soul is infinite and your spirit is permanent in the ether and in heaven and in the divine domain and the divine realm. You are not impermanent there, although you may age and experience aches and pains here on planet Earth, but if you remember your divine infinite nature. And in tea ceremony, The round cup is the symbol of the infinite. There's no beginning, middle, or end. Your soul, when you're having tea, the reminder is that circle is your infinite true nature. Whereas your personality and your ego may come and go, your age may go up, you may be reborn if you believe in that, but your infinite nature is the true you, and that is the ageless soul. So this tea is just a harmonization of all that spiritual energy and really opening up the third eye chakra and the crown to receive the gifts and messages of divine awakening. And who would have thought to put dragon fruit and lavender together? The angels totally told me to do this one. I can hear my daughter cringing right now because she thinks all of this is so funny. But this formula, when they came in like lightning. And lavender and dragon fruit together is just like so surprising. If you wanted to do like an iced almond milk or a coconut milk float in your flower tea, all these teas, other than the 2222, go really well with milks and non-dairy milk especially. But see how that turns into like a, it's the same color as my shirt. It's like this really elegant, creamy, beautiful flower extravaganza. And that really brings out the creamy notes of the fig and the little brightness of the pineapple and the super floral jasmine and chrysanthemum. This is like a lavender dream latte, iced latte. Gorgeousness, and you don't need any sweetener. I didn't put any sweetener in that, and it's perfect. Chef's kiss, angel's kiss. Okay, well that is 7777. Here's to your health and well-being.